Too early. Call back.
When are you going to get some curtains?
When you start paying rent.
How did it go last night?
Not all that well. She wants to go back to France. I don't. Simple as that.
It's going to be okay, man.
Too much smells in here.
How many? 14. Latest? 4:45, I think. Who are these people? Ryan Highfield, George Chalfont, D.B. Cooper, Terry Van Malzen. There's even a few women. Melda Stringe and Susan something. Lots of them. Extraordinary. It's the website. It's just throwing the net wider. Tea? Please. Dreams come true for you. Connie Grand speaking. How can I help?
Yeah. Lewis, Frank. He ain't here. I've been here around 1/4 and he ain't turned up. The man I'm supposed to be meeting. Martin! Oh, Michael Martin, what's the difference? You ain't here. What are you talking about? I've been waiting 20 minutes. I'm not fucking waiting any longer. Who is this fucking idiot anyway? What happened to Colin? I liked him. Well, give this bloke a ring and find out where he is, will you? I've been waiting 25 minutes. This joker's starting to wind me up something proper and I haven't even met him yet. Where'd you find these people? What happened to that bloke last week? Cecil. He was a good lad, he was. Can't you get him back? All right. Well, ring me when you know something.
Gillespie Bernard. Ah, yes, my book, An Analysis of Political Discourse in Late 20th Century Western Politics. Yes, well, I've been working on it for the last 8 years now, and I think I can safely say that it's shaping up to be one of the most important volumes on the subject since I think it was maybe the late Lord Mountbatten. And don't wait for the translation. Answer yes or no. Having an in-depth knowledge of the political scene, having held numerous parliamentary positions over the past few decades, I felt it my duty to bring to life the drama of politics, the insouciance which characterizes so much of the exchanges, not just in the houses of this country, but in the many crucibles of world diplomacy. I'm prepared to wait for my answer until hell freezes over. I try to view global politics in the grande tradition of theatre, you see. It is this element, not the politics itself, but the manner in which the politics is conducted, which makes the subject of my work so enthralling. As Shakespeare himself once said, "Never was nothing learned by more simple a man as he who thought it ignoble to recognize the futility of classifying the world of political intrigue as anything other than a festival to be marveled at and none so inordinate." Hey, I must go.
Michael?
Frank,
Yes, mate. Where the hell have you been?
Louis told me to meet down by the Black Gates at 8 a.m.
Oh, that fucking idiot. Well, don't worry about it now. You put your bag in the back seat.
I paid off my student loan yesterday.
Oh, well done.
Only took me 9 years.
But you're free now.
I still have 2 credit cards and a bank loan.
The mortgage is our only debt, but we're paying it off slowly, month by month.
Yeah, well, my 20s were expensive and I'm paying for it. I'm in this job.
I love working here. getting to meet new people. Free internet.
Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us at the Bargain House, where every day you can join the club and save yourself.
Right, let's get started with the next opportunity right here on Your Price TV. Hang around later because Simon's going to be right here with some fantastic tables.
Big money on some of the finest items available today, and all from the comfort of your own home. Never mind about the queues in the sales. Sit yourself down.
Stunning ring, which I know lots of the girls here have been looking forward to very much. Have a look at this. Where in the world have you ever seen a piece of jewellery like this? 6 carat platinum, 14.8 grams.
But right now, I've got this sensational World of Wildlife bedspread, which is part of our luxury boutique range. The sort of thing you might find in a 5-star hotel in somewhere like New York or Paris or somewhere glamorous like that.
Remember guys, there's only a limited edition of these. I went into the warehouse yesterday and my good friend Johannes, he told me there were only 1,700 left. So get on the phone, ring the number, place your order right here on Your Price TV. And there we go, look.
You married, Michael?
No.
Nice little girlfriend.
No.
I've been married several times myself. Never to an English woman, though. I don't like 'em. All they're worried about is money, possessions, having the latest little gadgets, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I like Polish women. Yeah, they seem to suit my temperament.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Women all born in Poland seem to complement my personality. My first wife was from Poland. Eva. Lovely woman. I knew strange fate that befell her. 2005 it was.
What happened?
Oh, we'd only been married about 6 months. She was a great lover of caves, you know. Swears to go on a lot of caving holidays. I always used to have to hold the torch. She had these great big long plastic fingernails and she was always dropping stuff all over the place. One day we was down a cave somewhere. She wandered off to look at a wall or something. And I was screaming at her for wandering off like she always had to do. And then she just vanished. Like a phantom. I never saw her again. She might still be wandering about down there now, for all I know.
Wow.
My second wife was also from Poland. Inga. Yep. Another 6-month marriage cut tragically short in quite curious circumstances. 2007 it was. She was a big fan of fun fairs, you know. So we used to go out to them quite a lot. Have a little look about. I used to pay for her, go on all the rides. Well, I couldn't go on them, of course, because of my tablets. I just used to stand nearby and shout at her to wave. Which she'd do. Sometimes. One day we was in the Hall of Mirrors. I was telling her where to walk because she was always off looking for some more candy floss or something. 1 minute, I thought she was right in front of me. Next minute, I thought she was right behind me. And then, she just disappeared. In a hall of mirrors. You wouldn't have thought that possible, would you? She could still be wandering about in there for all I know.
That is odd.
It's not as odd as what happened to my fourth wife, Olga. Last year it was. Beautiful woman. Never even met her. Despite all the money I paid, which I still never got back. Yeah, beautiful woman, I saw the photos. She's on her way over to meet me, right? Driving all the way over from Europe on a little moped. And she had this terrible accident. And she was killed on the road. Well, that's what the agency told me anyway.
Alright, so you met your wife, or well, wives, through an agency?
Yeah. Good bunch of people. The dreams come true for you, agency is called. Yeah, thanks to them I've got a lot of horrible memories of dead wives. I got some good ones too.
Well, that's the important thing.
True words. True words.
You see, my dear, politics is a game, a contest, a war of thought, but it is also a gamble. Parliamentary buildings are casinos, and the men and women who inhabit them are merely players. Players with nerves of steel. I'm a gambler. I myself have played. On the wall next to me right now, as I'm speaking to you, is a relic to the grand jeu, a testament to the proclivity of chance. I must go. I've got a very important meeting at 1 p.m. If you need any more information at all for the interview, please don't hesitate to, etc., etc., etc. Thank you. Goodbye.
So there you are. That's how I ended up in this game. I owed some money myself on account of introduction fees. So I got myself into trouble and someone offered me a way out and I took it. And here I am, paying off my debts by collecting other people's.
So how long have you been doing this?
12 months tomorrow.
A year then?
Yeah. So I could do without any lively stuff today if it's all the same to you. That said, if someone steps out of line, I'm your man, you've only got to say, I can sort the situation out, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. Of course, internationally, I'm a classic dove. Diplomacy's always preferable. When I remember back in '62 when it nearly come to nuclear war. Well, when some fucking teenager has owed the Britannia Music Club 38 quid for 2.5 years, someone's gonna get hurt. Well, I'm sorry. Some people don't understand my language, you know what I mean?
That is right.
Shell and Cornwall, Keith and Prestwick, 74 chances to buy remain. My goodness, can someone please call an ambulance to resuscitate me? I think I'm going to have a...
I'd just like to take this opportunity to urge you to vote for the far-right candidate at the next local election in your area. Fascism will be victorious. Fascism will be victorious. Look at the craftsmanship. Look at the love that's been poured into this. Look at this. Oh.
For only £99.94. Platinum. 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 Platinum.
£9.99 for something which, and I don't often use these words, is like a work of art. And the rush has started. There's Rob in Leeds taking the opportunity. Liz in Eastbourne. Frankie in Peterborough. Fran in Diss. Elijah.
I mean, David and I were dating for about 5 years before we got married.
Yeah, I can't imagine myself getting married. Standing up there in front of all those people in a white £2,000 dress.
I don't know about £2,000, mine was about 200.
You know what I mean, though. Just all that organising and all that money.
Well, yes, but it's really fun. I had help off all my friends. It became a really nice reason for everyone to come together and help out. It's lovely.
So you had a good time then?
It was fantastic. Even now we look back at all the photos and have a laugh at everybody drunk at the reception. It's great.
Good afternoon. Dreams come true for you. Alice Hardwaring speaking. How may I help?
Right. Let's get this meeting started, shall we? It's good to see so many of you here, though of course this being a 3-line whip, you're only here because I ordered you to be, aren't you? You all know why you're here. There's a really big crisis happening, and we are the only men who can avert it. I'm the only woman. My apologies. Please accept my apologies. My actions were unforgivable. I ask for your understanding of this difficult time. Back to the matter at hand. This crisis. Let me say it out loud so we have it on record. This is the biggest crisis this country has ever faced. The decisions we make in the next 40 minutes will alter not only the lives of every man, woman and child in this country, but the course of history itself. There will be difficult decisions to be made in this meeting. But the annals of time will record that when that action was necessary, we were the few brave individuals who, against overwhelming adversity, stood up for what was right. So, the crisis. What do you think?
Melissa Pomothering?
Actually, it's me, Lisa.
Pomothering.
Me, Lisa Pomothering.
Is that you?
I am me, Lisa Pomothering.
Good. My name's Michael Tidyman. I represent Abraham and Carmichael, the debt recovery agency that recently acquired your
Okay,
account.
yeah, do you want to come in?
Yeah, hello? Hello? This is Frank Rattray. I'm phoning up as to inquire about the status of order number. Delta Charlie Tango 08879. Could you please ring me back with some details? Thank you.
Okay. Now, presumably you know I've come to see you today?
Well, to be honest, I've ordered so many, sometimes it's hard to keep track. Was it the self-tanning kit or the step aerobics demonstration?
Pardon? I'm sorry, but could we turn the TV down a little bit, please?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Do you need anything? Do you want to go and get changed or something? Put your shorts on.
What?
I've got some brand new towels if you want to have a shower afterwards. You alright?
It's not my business what you choose to buy. It's only my business when you don't pay for it. You can buy all the little pieces of rubbish from the TV that you want to, I don't care. But when you don't pay your credit card bills, that's a problem.
This is not rubbish.
I'm not interested.
3.45 grams. White, silver, Ethiopian tanzanite and a diamante nest. Look at the colours in there. The lilacs, the shades of mauve, the hues of maroons.
Miss Pomothering.
It's like a purple rainbow.
Miss Pomothering.
Insinuation of magenta.
Miss Pomothering.
Mrs.
Mrs. Pomothering. You owe us £15,000. If you do not pay what you owe by the end of next month, there will be repercussions. May I suggest that you begin by attempting to return some of your jewellery items to the place from which you bought them? You will be hearing from us in writing.
Supersonic jet plane of the future. Look at the names. Is your name there too? Let's have a look, shall we? Sam and Bristol, there's Sam, Brian and Norrie.
Right, so there's no need to be nervous. We're just going to ask you a few questions to establish who your dream person is, and then we'll see if we can match them up to someone on our database. Okay. Could you please describe to me your dream night out?
Oh, well,
Dream romantic night out.
It's at night. We're outside. Me and her. We're outside. There's a fire there. There's a huge, great big fire in the background. It could be bonfire night. It's not bonfire night. I don't really like bonfire night.
I think it's very important to make a bit of an effort, you know, get dressed up a bit. Take you out, I'd like to take the lady out for drinks and dinner somewhere nice and romantic.
I think maybe we could go to, Marks and Spencer's, get a mulberry pie.
But maybe it's like a barn dance, like a proper outdoor barn dance, something like that. We're both really, really warm. We're both really hot. I'm like flushed. She's flushed. She's standing back. She's like wearing some kind of low-cut bodice or dress or something. And she's like doing her hair. She's just sorting her hair out or something like that.
Ich habe eine Packung voller abgetrennter Augenlider in meiner Tasche.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we talk, have a bit of a laugh, because ladies like the sense of humour, it's very important.
And I'm leaning back, I'm leaning against a bit of the fence or against a shed, the barn or something. I'm just looking at her, I'm staring at her.
Well, anywhere really, it doesn't matter.
And she looks up and she sees me looking at her. It is like an early day. And so she says to me, she says, "What are you looking at, sir?"
I'd go easy on the drink and I'd look at her while she was talking.
There's a lot of different ways the night out would work.
I suppose then whisk her back to her place for a bit of romantic music, yeah, a little bit of dancing.
I vomited before I actually did the changeover.
I look her straight in the eyes, and I say, "I'm looking at you, Missy." And that's it. Far inside, it's desire.
Okay, so if you could tell me a little about your dream romantic night in.
We're in a room. It's a dark room. It's my room. There's a piano. I'm sitting at the piano. There's a range of photographs arranged over the piano. They're my photographs from my life, other photographs from magazines as well.
So many options, huh? I mean, we drink a few bottles of wine while she cooked her favourite meal.
I'm sitting there. I'm kind of tired, like I've had a dream or something. Then she, the lady, comes over to me. She walks over to me, sits right next to me on the piano stool, and she I didn't know that she could play, but she starts playing, and it's like Moonlight Sonata.
I don't know. You must have watched them. Everybody's watched them.
Ich habe ein abgetrenntes Frauenbein in meiner Eistruhe.
She could light candles if she wanted them, you know.
And she gets up and she walks to the door, and I follow her. I walk to the door and I reach out my left hand, and I just close the door. Not hard, but I close the door.
I'm looking for a good clean girl, you know.
And I look at her and I say, "Say kiss me." And she says, "Kiss me." So I do. And I say, "Say you love me." And she says, "I love you." And I kiss her. And then she says, "Put your hands on me." I hadn't told her to say that. And it all makes sense.
Okay, last question. If you could describe to me your dream romantic getaway.
I mean, for your romantic getaways, I think you couldn't beat the Maldives or your Seychelles, you know, your sort of paradise islands.
Preferably in front of a church.
It would be a cave. A cave on a holiday somewhere, like a pilgrimage or something. But in the cave, it'd be the cave of the dragon, the dragon's eye. This is important.
So you're just there in this beautiful location. It's quality time for the two of you, you know. She'll be there and, you know, just you two.
Auf dem Weg hierher habe ich einen Hund zu Tode getreten.
Yeah, I would like to do that, maybe in the Outer Hebrides or somewhere very Scottish.
And there's like loads of like stalactites and stalagmites, loads of crystal all around us, and there's reflections in it all. Or there's not, there's images at all. It's all like shining. It's like a very special place. And we're there, and I'm telling her a bit of the history of this place. And I say to her, "This is where all things are equal, and all things meet their opposite."
And a really good mini bar in the room.
And she says she's a bit feisty, like, so she's gonna like challenge me on this. And so she says, "Knowledge." And I say, "And oblivion." And she says, "Desire." And I say, "And regret." And then she's like, she looks at me and she says, "Love." And I pause slightly and I look at her and I say, "Oh yes."
Bit of a blow.
I've never been, but I hear it's too hot. And the amount of money, you joke me. You know, I mean, obviously she's going to be paying half, but even still, it's ridiculous.
Gaze into the eye of the dragon, it will destroy you. Because if you look round, I show her the reflections. She doesn't know the reflections. I show her the crystals behind her, and it's just reflections. It's just me and her. And this is the point of it all. Because I say, you know, there is no romantic getaway. There's no getting away. There's no romance. There's just the cave of the dragon's eye. There's just me. There's just her. It's like a voyage of 100 years. We were here 100 years ago. We looked in this cave and all we found was sex and excrement and us in between with parts like Lego fitting together, but dressing it all up in all this hearts and flowers and tokens and and handfuls of rice thrown like confetti, and there's none of that. So I would show her this, and I would look in her eyes and see if she could look into my eyes and understand that in the cave of the dragon's eye, there's just us, there's nothing more. A dream to some, a nightmare to others.
All right, that was excellent. Now we've got all your details and we've got your answers, so it won't be too long before we find you a match.
These people make me sick. Now, part of the reason I got myself into debt was through gambling. I could never resist a wager. But these people that just sit at home all day long buying pieces of crap off the telly, well, that's ludicrous, isn't it? Now, with me, I used to like to lay a wager, as I said, but there's a skill to that. You need some knowledge. You're pitting your wits, mind and man, against the world, taking on the fates. There's something grandiose about it. Reasoning, deduction. It's a craft. And it's sociable too. You meet all kinds of people. Bookies, gamblers, winners, losers. You see the whole tapestry laid out before your eyes. This internet gambling, I don't understand it myself. They try to make out like you're in a room with a cowboy or some woman with her tits hanging out, but those tits ain't really there, are they? Hey? Nowadays it's all computer games. You can lose your house on them.
No, my brother bought a cowboy hat a few weeks ago.
What for?
Oh, he's an actor. He's in a film.
Is he famous?
No. He's sleeping in my front room at the moment.
Francis left Dubai. 23, 22. There's John in Leicester, he's joined the club. Eloise in Maidenhead. Derek in Wyndham, there he is again. 24 opportunities left Dubai. This fantastic piece of jewellery. Remember what I said?
Yes. There's somebody at the door.
Bernard Gill?
My name has actually been changed, but I did once answer to that. Yes, I'm Bernard Gill.
Okay, good. My name is Michael Tidyman. I represent Abraham and Carmichael, the debt recovery agency which recently acquired your account.
You better come in. No. Please sit down.
Now, Mr. Gill. You owe us £42,673.
Are you absolutely sure that figure is correct?
Yes.
Very well.
Last month, Abraham and Carmichael acquired that debt and we would like it repaid.
Well, I don't have that sort of money just lying around.
Well, no, of course, few people do. Which is why I've come to see you today, to try to work out a plan for you to repay us.
Excellent. You know, this has been very close to the top of my action items list for some time now, but I'm glad that you have taken the initiative and sought me out. Excuse me. beverages.
You're not an easy man to find, Mr. Gill. The last address Barclays had for you was somewhere in Dumfries.
Oh, yes, the Highlands. Oh, the warmth of the people there, the clean air, a life to lead.
Right. Do you currently have any financial income at all, Mr. Gill?
Could you please define financial income? Because I am very keen to get all the definitions sorted out very clearly from the beginning to avoid any confusion later.
Of course. By income, I am referring to any amount of money received by you in payment of any work that you yourself carry out or services you provide.
Okay. None, then.
So your income is zero?
Yes.
Are you currently receiving any state benefits, job seekers allowance, housing benefits, incapacity benefits of any kind?
No.
So your monthly income is...
Nothing.
Do you have a lodger, Mr. Gill?
No, just a friend visiting.
I wonder if you have any ideas regarding the repayment of the £42,673 that you owe.
Well, my long-term financial strategy has always been very closely tied in to the mortality of my grandmother.
So you have a wealthy relation?
No.
So how do you imagine that will help you in this matter?
Look like you're having fun. Come on, look like you're having fun, and then look, we both get in. Hello.
I'm so very sorry. We get people banging on the door at all hours trying to sell Bibles and some such.
That's no problem.
Africans mostly.
I understand completely, that's fine.
You know, back when I lived as Bernard Gill, I was quite a dance player. I once won £200 at a tournament. I could join one of the leagues. They have them in the public houses around here. I've seen the signs up. Darts competition, first prize £25.
Mr. Gill. In 3 days, you will receive a letter detailing a repayment plan that I myself will devise. You will then have 2 weeks in which to make the first payment. Otherwise, this property will be repossessed from you. Good day.
Hiya. We need a cleaner.
No, the place that my sister works at had one. She kept nicking all the stuff and they sacked her.
Oh, Alice,
Yeah.
did you remember to call Frank Rattray?
Yes.
And what did he say?
I left a message.
You do know his wife is coming today.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've given her his address. She'll be absolutely fine. Hello. Hi. Okay. Right. Now I'm coming out in a minute. Come. Bye. Connie. That was David. He's outside. I'm going to go now. Okay.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Right.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, but what I'm really interested in are any predictions you might have about me coming into some money.
Let you know the answer to those questions.
Can you shuffle them and try again, please?
What will my husband's name be? What kind of a future will I have?
Have you got anything else you can use? A crystal ball or something?
I'll stay where I am.
All right, we'll give the cards one more go.
Perhaps it's spiritual guidance you're in need of. If so,
Ugh, that's no good. I'm not interested in all of that. Forget about it.
Yourself a nice cup of tea and a plate of chocolate biscuits, and just relax in our company. Grab yourself a bargain. Right then.
I'm meeting my new wife tonight. Natalia. A beautiful girl. I've seen the photos.
Another Polish lady.
Nah, she's a Russian girl. Yeah, I've got a Russian girl this time. Apparently, they can't be bothered with dating and all that old bollocks. They just want to meet a husband, get married, settle down and start cleaning up. That's perfect for me. I ain't got time to be mucking about in wine bars or coconut shies anymore. Most nights I'm out past 1 AM waiting to break someone's arm. Or set fire to a laundrette. I just want someone who can make me a nice cup of tea in the morning, knows how to cook oven chips and can get the smell of petrol out of boiler soup.
Are you meeting her at the airport?
No, a plane landed hours ago. I told the agency to give her my address and said I'd pay for a travel card when I see her.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
£78.60. Can you believe that we are allowing this fabulous piece to leave us at such a low price? Well, we are.
It's amazing. That's unbelievable. Pick your phone up. Get involved. You won't find luxury items of this kind anywhere in the world for less money than we are letting them go for here today. Liam's got involved. Jay's got involved. Laurie's on board. Each one of them.
I can barely believe is happening.
Laurie's on board. There's Tom. Jackie got himself a bargain.
Nice day?
30. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll give the sum, but not if you're buying this item because it's absolutely fantastic. Take that from me, ladies and gentlemen. That is a guarantee. 12 opportunities left. 11. Sheila and Aberdeen has joined the party. There's Harry in Eastbourne. He's got his little ring now. He's joined the party. It's the final 10 now. The top 10. The bottom 10. The last 10. 9 left now, ladies and gentlemen. There goes number 8.
Anything happen?
Fantastic day for deals at the
Not really.
Get your phone in your hand and get involved. It's a fun way to grab hold of fantastic items like this World of Wildlife bench.
There's number 2. One left. One left. One left. Only one.
All the animals you would see if you were actually on safari in Africa somewhere. There's a lion down there by the stream. There's an
Thanks, mate.
You alright?
Hope it goes well with the new lady.
Cheers.
See you tomorrow.
You will. You will.
You know how it works, you know the score. We're all friends here at Easy Quiz TV, so I won't go through the whole thing again. All